Welcome back to the Operation Freedom YouTube channel. What we do here is shine the light of truth on the deep state. They hate that. We do it figuratively with our presentations. We do it literally with our sponsor's product, PatriotLegacy.com. PatriotLegacy.com, featured product of theirs, the Patriot Beacon. 6 overall lighting functions. In addition, solar powered, don't need batteries. You can charge your other devices like your phone from it. In addition, you got a compass, you got a window breaking hammer, and you got a seatbelt cutter. Plus, if those deep state dweebs get just a little bit too close to you, blast them with this. They're gone. Go to patrioticlegacy.com, patrioticlegacy.com. Get yourself, your kids, your grandkids, your car. Can carry it with you anytime. patrioticlegacy.com, the Patriot Beacon. Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Janda. Welcome back to Operation Freedom Briefings. The goal of these briefings and my weekly radio show is to provide you information the bought-off lamestream fake media will not present, will not touch. You can join us for the radio show every Sunday from 2 to 5 Eastern. It's free. All you have to do is you go to davejanda.com, hit the listen button right in the middle of the homepage toward the top. It'll link into Wham Talk 1600's radio stream feed. Listen. Feel free to listen. Again, great guests, great content, great analysis, information that you're not going to get from the bought-off lamestream fake media. I'd like to focus today on President Trump's address to the deep state. We've heard for, it seems like years, and it has actually been years, that the deep state has put this narrative forward in order to remove President Trump from, first to prevent him from becoming president, and then to remove him once he was elected. The latest is this goat rodeo, this impeachment hoax that's been occurring. Before I touch on President Trump, I want to touch on another situation, a very sad situation that's developed this past week. And that is the death of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and the other 7 individuals that were in that helicopter that crashed in Los Angeles this past Sunday. I want to give you a little insight that maybe you're not going to hear from somebody else. And that is, I had an interaction with Kobe Bryant. I, as an orthopedic surgeon for 32 years and a sports medicine specialist, I had the opportunity to take care of hundreds of athletes at the highest level. Olympic athletes, collegiate athletes, and professional athletes. Of all the high-level athletes I took care of, and had the opportunity to meet and know, the athlete that I found to be the most intelligent, the most driven, the most articulate was Kobe Bryant. He was fluent in a number of languages, including Italian and Spanish. He was well-read. He was very insightful and incredibly hardworking. My interactions with Kobe started in 2003. He contacted me for recommendations as it related to treatment. And after we discussed his situation for a period of time and reviewed some documents and made some recommendations, I asked him why he contacted me. I said, Kobe, there are 100 orthopedic surgeons within 15 miles of where you live in Los Angeles. Why reach out to me in Michigan? And his answer was, I heard about you through people I know and trust. And people have told me that you have prevented many thousands of individuals from being injured based on your work in prevention. And they also told me that when you take care of people, you always try to get them better without a surgery. That it's the absolute last stop. Well, that's true. We did, when I was taking care of patients, we always focused on the non-operative approach to getting people better. One night, he called me up. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Doc," I said, "Kobe, did you get re-injured? What's about?" No, I'm fine. "Doc, I didn't know you wrote a book. I read it. And you're absolutely right. Life is all about the journey and not the destination." What I wrote in the book that I wrote, The Awakening of a Surgeon, I quoted, my mom had given me a writing by Robert Hastings called The Station. And in it, here's what Robert Hastings wrote. "Sooner or later, we must realize there is no station, no one place to arrive at once and for all. The true joy of life is the trip. The station is only a dream. It constantly outdistances us." And that's what the book was based on, the journey, and trying to make a difference in a positive way for others. I now fast forward to December 2017. Kobe Bryant had his two numbers, 8 and 24, retired by the Los Angeles Lakers in December 2017. And he gave a talk as they were giving him this honor. He thanked his wife Vanessa. He thanked his former teammates and the legends of the Lakers that preceded him: Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jerry West, James Worthy, Gail Goodrich, Wilt Chamberlain. And then he thanked his daughters. Here's what he said. This was written in the newspaper the next day. Kobe Bryant also thanked his daughters, mentioning that even though they were born into a world of privilege, he will expect them to work hard in life. Quote, "You guys know that if you do the work, you work hard enough, your dreams come true," he said. Quote, "But hopefully, what you get from tonight is the understanding that those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination. It's the journey. And if you can understand that, then what you'll see is you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will happen. And if you can understand that, then I'm doing my job as a father." End quote. Tragically, Kobe's life and his daughter's life, Gigi, ended prematurely. You see, I believe Kobe, after his retirement, actually found his lane in life in helping others. Through his reading programs, through his animated movie he had put out, through his media activities, through his sports organizations that he was supporting. The sad part, and this is what President Trump actually pointed out in a tweet, the sad part is what will not happen now because a very motivated individual in Kobe Bryant will no longer be with us. I want to present to you today another motivated individual, President Trump, and what was presented to the Senate in written form that the bought-off lamestream fake media will never present and never read to you. I want to read it to you because it really lays out this entire process that the deep state has been involved with about subverting the Constitution, subverting the rule of law, subverting our way of life so the deep state could get more power, control, and frankly, more money, which is the three things that drives the deep state. This was presented by Jay Sekulow, counsel to the President Trump, and Pat Cipollone, counsel to the President. It was the answer of President Donald J. Trump to the impeachment, what I call goat rodeo. Here's what it says and how he responded. The articles of impeachment submitted by House Democrats are a dangerous attack on the right of the American people to freely choose the president. This is a brazen and unlawful attempt to overturn the results of the 2016 election and interfere with the 2020 election, now just months away. The highly partisan and reckless obsession with impeaching the president began the day he was inaugurated and continues to this day. Actually, I believe it occurred long before that, before even that escalator ride in 2015. The articles of impeachment are constitutionally invalid on their face. They fail to allege any crime or violation of the law whatsoever, let alone, quote, high crimes and misdemeanors, end quote, as required by the Constitution. They are a result of a lawless process that violated basic due process and fundamental fairness. Nothing in these articles could permit even the beginning to consider removing a duly elected president or warrant nullifying an election and subverting the will of the American people. The articles of impeachment now before the Senate are an affront to the Constitution of the United States, our domestic institutions, and the American people. The articles themselves and the rigged process that brought them here are a transparently political act by House Democrats. They debase the grave power of impeachment and solemn responsibility that power entails. They must be rejected. The House process violated every precedent and every principle of fairness governing impeachment inquiries for more than 150 years. Even so, all that House Democrats have succeeded in proving is that the president did absolutely nothing wrong. President Trump categorically and unequivocally denies each and every allegation in both the articles of impeachment. The president reserves all rights and all available defenses to the articles of impeachment. For the reasons set forth in this answer and in the forthcoming trial brief, the Senate must reject the articles of impeachment. The first article of impeachment must be rejected, the abuse of power issue. The first article fails on its face to state an impeachable offense. It alleges no crimes at all, let alone high crimes and misdemeanors, as required by the Constitution. In fact, it alleges no violation of the law whatsoever. House Democrats' abuse of power claim would do lasting damage to the separation of powers under the Constitution. You see, the deep state felt President Trump abused power because he won the 2016 election. He then had the audacity to actually take the oath of office, and then had the further audacity to implement that oath of office.